Don't forget the doc. Several network participants recently called into Dr. Rick Wright's Old School Sundays radio show. Check this out.
I'm telling you, we're going to go to New York City right now. New York City. I'm talking the Big Apple. And we're going to find none other than the world's greatest public relations expert. BP is looking for you right now, Donald Singletary. How you doing, man?
Okay, Rick, how are you today?
Everything is kicking, man. Got Mr. David Morgan here and his lovely, wonderful son, A.C. Morgan. They're here. They're running Syracuse University, and A.C. runs CBA, man. He's a 7th grade out there, right? Right, A.C., you 7th grade?
10th grade.
Oh, 10th grade. Oh, I'm thinking 7th grade because Reuben Wright III is headed to CBA in the 7th grade, man.
Wow.
You got to bear with me, man. I'm kind of old, man. You know what I mean, A.C.?
I got you.
Old brother, man. How you doing, Donald Singletary?
I'm doing well. You know, it is Memorial Day and Memorial Day weekend, and, you know, I always want to take a moment to acknowledge those who made the ultimate sacrifice, but also all of those who've served in past and present, including yourself, Captain of the Navy and Admiral of the Radio, Rick. So we acknowledge all of that today, and the survivors of people who are gone. So everybody take a moment for that today if you haven't already. But I've got a great tale of something that happened yesterday in Iraq. And you may have heard of it. There was a Iraqi child, 5 years old, who got bitten by a snake, a very dangerous snake, a viper. And his father rushed him over to the nearest military base. And the military will provide medical care to civilians injured in some combat-related thing, but not normally anything outside that realm. So it was kind of passed on it for a while, and then they saw the gravity of the child's injuries, and there was no medevac missions underway. So there was a Major Jason F. Davis. Major Jason F. Davis. He's commander of Company C, 6th Battalion, 101st Aviation Regiment, and that provides a detachment of Black Hawk helicopters to fly medical missions in Afghanistan. And after a while, he made the decision. He said, well, let's take the child and get him some help. And they took the child into the helicopter, Black Hawk helicopter, and took it to a facility where he could be cared for properly. And the postscript of that story, that's a wonderful thing to have done. But I have to tell you, Jason S. Davis, I knew as Jay Davis when he was my public relations student at the Newhouse School of Communications.
Outstanding. There we go, Donald. Outstanding.
Isn't that wonderful?
Thank you for keeping us alive, man, and graduate of our ROTC program here at Syracuse University, man.
That's right, Newhouse graduate,
and he got his commission, too, man.
That's
what
right.
a story.
Yeah.
What a story. Hey, Donald.
Yeah.
Now you gave us that great story. The Harlem Hellfighters.
Yeah, absolutely. Tomorrow there's an event at Riverside Drive where there'll be laying of the reef. And the 369th will be there. The current members and also the veterans and members of the Historical Society will all be there, all dressed, and they will lay a reef and have a ceremony last couple of hours, and then they will adjourn back over to the Armory for festivities there as well.
And for our great radio audience, the 369th African-American soldiers, especially of World War I fame, based in Harlem, New York City. Great story.
Absolutely.
Well, Donald, it's Memorial Day. It's the 4 o'clock funk hour. I love you, man. I'll get back to you real shortly, man, and we'll get together in New York City. Hey, Fleet Week's happening in New York City right now.
Yeah, Fleet Week. They're all strong. I mean, I've never seen this many Navy and Marine personnel as I've seen this year.
Hey, guess who is the lady, the U.S. Navy's lady in port? And she's hanging out with all the sailors in New York City, man.
Wow.
Paris Hilton.
Oh, you kidding?
Paris Hilton is the U.S. Navy's lady in port. Fleet Week. So it's all the U.S. Navy Marine Corps types in New York City walking the streets, and all the ships tied up at Pier 80 on the west side, and also Pier 1 over in Brooklyn, New York, and at Staten Island. Captain Rick Wright, Donald Singletary, we're wishing you a great visit to the great state of New York. Fleet Week and Memorial Day weekend 2010.
Okay, Rick, and thanks for meeting all the good folks up there.
Okay, Donald, we'll see you and talk to you later.
Absolutely. Take care.
All righty, Donald Singletary checking in from New York City. All right, so get to all the Syracuse University alums throughout the world. Checking out Dr. Rick Wright, Power 106.9 Old School Sunday. On a big bad Sunday afternoon, Dr. Rick Wright live and well in Syracuse here at Power 106.9 Radio. Do it.
The network reminds you that you too may call in to Dr. Rick Wright on Sundays between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check in with the doc at area code 315-428-1069. don't forget the doc.